Guys, we have a new Exciter plugin. This one is from Softube. It's called Weiss Exciter. One thing I like so far is the fact that the Exciter actually adapts to your sound and it's not static harmonics. Let's actually check it out because I'm quite excited that I feel like almost not sharing this. But obviously, you will still hear it anyway. So let's get on the door. So guys, this is the plugin I'm talking about, Weiss Digital Mastering Exciter. So let's quickly go through the features. I'll touch up on a few of the features which are the key ones, then we will hear this on the lead vocal and we will also try it on the master bus. So the first thing is this top blue filter here. This is basically where you want to excite, the harmonics and the excitements where you want it to be generated. So you can actually, high pass this or low pass, right? So, and you can drag it as well if you hold the middle. So this is where you set where you want to target the harmonics on. So after that, the next thing is obviously this harmonics. So you basically increase it and there's indicator there. You just watch this. Maybe when it's sort of thick orange is good for me, obviously. But if you want it to be a bit more noticed, push it till it goes into a little bit of red, like flashing red. We will obviously try that later on. Then this is the amount of the excitement you add, right? And you've obviously got controls here. You have channel 1, another channel, which is channel 2. So you can actually do a different settings here and try a different setting on this channel 2. This is gang now. You can unlink them or ungang. And you can also do mid-side. It's currently on stereo. So if you click on this, it changes to mid-side. So this is second order harmonics, which is currently on. If you click, you turn it off. So let's leave that on. If you want it to be a bit subtle, you can turn the subtle on or you can turn it off. Obviously, this is the harmonic. We've already talked about it. This is the bypass. So here is the filter. This is gentle filter. This is steep. So if you click on that, it shows you steep. Gentle filter. This is for mastering. So what I noticed when you click on this, it sort of acts more gentle in terms of the amount of excitement that's happening. So maybe to give you a cleaner sound. You have linear phase as well if you are using this on your master bus. So this will be ideal to actually, avoid some phasing issues. Then this is monitor to hear what the output is doing. We have another filter here actually, which is the output filter. So if you want the harmonics generated not to, happen below here, you can just high pass it or low pass. So this is the output filter. You can also click this monitor or this one, whichever one you click will activate the monitor on or off. So you can hear where the excitement that you've generated is being centered at. This is stereo width. This one is actually spreading the harmonics, not your main sound, just the harmonics, right? So you can either make it mono or make it wide. So let's go ahead and have a listen to this on this vocal. This is what it sounded like on the vocal without it, and then I'll put it on.
You're not in my reality, and baby, it's not good for me.
And this is it with the Weiss Exciter.
You're not in my reality, and baby, it's not good for me. So I close my eyes, I take a breath.
As you can hear how much brightness that has been added, but one thing I like about this brightness is the fact that it's not harsh to the ears. If you add maybe the air EQ that obviously brightens your sound this much, it starts sounding harsh. But this one is very smooth while still brightening the sound. So we're obviously aiming from just about 3K to 18K, but you can obviously narrow this or spread it all the way. And this is the output. So you can obviously increase the amount or decrease the amount. Let's go ahead and try this again, and I'll maybe exaggerate it.
You're not in my reality, and baby, it's not good for me. So I close my eyes, I take a breath, and imagine it's just you and me.
As you can see that a little goes a long way. You don't have to overdo it. So the harmonics, you can also back it down, but let's just increase that again to go into red.
You're not in my reality, and baby, it's not good for me. So I close my eyes, I take a breath, and imagine it's just you and me.
So as you can see, having cranked the harmonics up, there is a lot more character that's been, generated. And then backing the amount down is also compensating. So you can either maybe have less harmonics, more of the amount, or vice versa. But I prefer more of the amount and a little bit less harmonics, especially on the vocal anyway, because this vocal, I've already mixed it and I've added, some other saturations before trying this plugin.
You're not in my reality, and baby, it's not good for me. So
one thing I like is the fact that this adapts to the sound. As you can see, it's not static. It's just moving based on, the dynamic of the audio source. So let's go ahead and try this on the stereo master. Now let's hear it first before I start tweaking this.
You're not in my reality, and baby, it's not good for me.
Secondly, we can actually maybe pick a mastering preset just for the sake of this video. So there's mastering mid-side, there's mastering polish wide. Let's try that one. As you can see, it's added 12 on the amount. This is the harmonic. I will then maybe tweak it when we listen and see how much it affects the sound.
You're not in my reality, and baby, it's not good for me. So I close my eyes, I take a breath, and imagine it's just you and me.
As you can see how much sheen that has been added to that hi-hats. But I've gone ahead and backed it down because it's a bit too much. But this obviously tells you the power of this plugin. Let's do before and after.
You're not in my reality, and baby, it's not good for me. So I close my eyes, I take a breath, and imagine it's just you and me. I pinch myself awake, and I go crazy, living at the moment with
So this actually brings out sounds that I never knew existed, especially those, information on the side. So go ahead and check this plugin out and let me know what you think about it, because there is a lot that you can do with this. This can be used on anything. We've obviously tried it on the vocal. We've tried it on the MixBus. Go ahead and check it out and let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Also, give the video a thumbs up so that it helps YouTube to suggest it to more people. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.